All right, let's jump right in. The title of this explainer is a real head-scratcher, isn't it? She talks all day, but can't follow a story. I mean, how does that even work? How can someone be such a great talker, but when it's their turn to listen, it's like nothing gets through? We're going to break that down right now.
So let's picture this kid. She's amazing, right? Just a little chatterbox. So expressive, you might even think her language skills are completely off the charts. You know the type? She can go on for hours, telling you these wild stories, singing every song she knows, and boy, does she have opinions on everything.
But then, there's the other side of the coin. The second the conversation flips, from her talking to her listening, everything just changes. You could be telling her a simple story or asking her to do something small, and it's like you're talking across a huge divide. That connection just seems to fizzle out.
So what in the world is going on here? It's really easy to jump to conclusions, right? To think maybe she's not paying attention or she's just being difficult. But that's not it at all. This is something much more specific, something that's really misunderstood about how the brain can process language. And this thing has a name, the hidden language gap. I love that term hidden because it's so true. The talking part is so strong that it completely masks the struggle on the other end. So to really get what's going on, we've got to split language into two different skills.
Okay, first up is what we call expressive language. Think of it like language going out. It's your ability to take all those thoughts bouncing around in your head and turn them into actual words and sentences that other people can hear. And for the child we're talking about, this is her superpower.
And then you've got the flip side, receptive language. So if expressive is language out, receptive is language in. It's your brain's job to catch what other people are saying and actually make sense of it. It's all about understanding. And for a lot of people, this is the part that's really, really tough. And here's where you can really see the gap. On one side, expressive language is way up here, super strong. But on the other, receptive comprehension, it's lagging behind. It's this huge difference between the two that makes conversations feel so, well, one-sided.
Now, this isn't just some random thing that happens. The source material points out that this exact pattern, this hidden language gap, is actually a really common challenge for many children with fetal alcohol spectrum disorders, or FASD. And just being able to put a name to it, well, that's a game changer. It gives us a way to understand and, more importantly, a way to help. Okay, so we get the what. Now for the what do we do about it? How do we actually bridge that gap? The great news is there are real, practical things we can do. The source gives us a simple roadmap, just 3 gentle steps. And honestly, they're so simple, but so powerful. First, you gotta listen closely, like really listen. Figure out what parts they are getting and notice the exact moment they get lost. Next, explain slowly. No big, complicated sentences. Just break it all down into tiny, bite-sized pieces. And finally, repeat gently. If they don't get it, just rephrase it. No big deal. The whole thing is a rhythm of patience.
And really, this whole approach boils down to one powerful idea that the source calls #listen deeply. This isn't just about waiting for your turn to talk. It's about active listening. It's about trying to crawl inside their world for a second and understand what they're actually hearing, not just what you're saying. This leads to a really big shift in how you think about all this. It's not about an adult swooping in to fix a kid's problem. Not at all. It's about realizing that communication takes two. And when there's a breakdown, it's a chance for both people to learn and adapt. It really becomes a journey you take together. And this quote from the source just nails it. She's learning, and so are we. Every time you talk, she gets a little practice building those listening skills. And you get a little practice being more patient, more clear, and just more understanding. Everybody grows. So, let's pull this all together. What are the big things to remember? First, language is way more complicated than we give it credit for. Second, empathy isn't just a nice-to-have, it's absolutely crucial. Third, when you finally understand why someone is struggling, it gives you the power to actually help. And remember, tiny little changes in how we talk can make a massive difference.
And I want to leave you with this final thought to chew on. Yeah, we've been talking about a hidden gap in a pretty specific context. But think about it. This idea applies to all of us, doesn't it? So, what hidden gaps exist in your life, in your own conversations? Where are you maybe talking more than you're listening, or just assuming someone gets it when they really, really don't?